Hi everyone, thank you so much for stopping by my video today. I'd like to go ahead and share with you some of the beautiful greens that I was able to blend over the weekend, but I didn't press record, but I went ahead and set my cell phone up, and now you guys will hopefully be watching some gorgeous greens being brought to life. I'm using the Paul Rubens mixed media watercolor and wet media block here. And I'm not the biggest fan of this paper for finished art pieces, but for swatching, this paper is really nice. And for my yellows, I've chosen the Winsor & Newton Cotman Gamboge hue. I also am using the Grumbacher Academy Yellow Ochre. And then for my blues, I have the Grumbacher Academy Turquoise, Phthalo Blue, Cobalt Blue hue, and Ultramarine. I'm going to go ahead and press the autofocus lock so that won't happen again. And I'm going to try my best to keep everything in focus, or at least in front of you guys, so you're able to see all the blends. All right, so let's go right in. These Grumbacher Academy watercolors are very, very budget friendly. They're $4.99 plus tax for a 7.5 ml tube, so I think that's pretty good. So this is the Ultramarine. And I'm going to pick up some of that yellow ochre and just do a very soft, pretty much equal blend here. I know it doesn't look all that great on the blending dish, but I think we're going to let these colors speak for themselves on the paper. I'm going to try my best to use every single nook and cranny of this watercolor paper block. And I'm using number 4, Hobby Lobby's brand Master's Touch synthetic sable for the swatching. I like to swatch out in these little square-like shapes. They're not exactly perfectly square or perfectly straight, but they're pretty good for the swatching. I'm a bit nervous, you guys, so just bear with me here as I begin to warm up. I love to come in and drop in some water in the middle of my swatch and then bring in some wet on to wet blends, just dropping in. I love to see the texture of the paper underneath. And that's looking pretty good. It's a very moody green, right? Okay, so the next color we have here is the Cobalt Blue hue. And some of the Gamboge. You can obviously, do more of the blue, more of the yellow. It's all up to you. I'm going to bring in a bit more of the blue on this one. And I'm going to leave some of that yellowish color right there, because I do love to see color separation, and I like to add in the other color. Look at that. That is so pretty. It's so soft and so muted, but still equally beautiful, especially with all the wonderful fall watercolor art going around. I think this is a gorgeous color. Just dipping my brush into the water to bring my wonky little swatch squares over here. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I just love it. I'm going to go ahead and blend in the rest of the color and bring some of that here on the corner. just so I can see what that looks like dropped in here at the bottom, at the top. Get those beautiful color separating effects by mixing your own colors. Not pretty? All right. Very soft, very neutral. Okay. Next, we're going into the the loud mouth of the family, right? The phthalo. Whew, my goodness, anything phthalo is just crazy. Super, super bright. I'm gonna give this Gamboge, I'm sorry, yellow ochre, the fighting chance, because we know what's gonna happen with the blue. It's gonna just gobble it up. So let's go see. Look at that. This is definitely more blue leaning. Let's go ahead and add a bit more. This is, you know, this is the best part about doing your own blends. You can really mix it up and make it look how you want. All right. Still leaving some of that phthalo blue untouched on the side there, because this color just blew my mind when I saw it. Absolutely stunning. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? And I love seeing the ultramarine beginning to pop out. I don't know if you can, but I can. And it's beautiful. Went ahead and turned my swatch to the side here. Such a beautiful mix. Completely blows these two out of the water when it comes to its bright color here. And it's obviously more blue leaning. I'm going to go ahead and just bring in a bit more of the Gamboge. I just kind of feel like you can do that. Drop it in right there. Bring it in right here. Who's to say that we can't have two colors blended at the same time and look absolutely stunning? Who told you that? It's beautiful. All right, let's move on to the turquoise. And I know it might look similar, and that's because both of these colors, the phthalo and the turquoise color, is made with the PB 15-4. The only difference is the turquoise has the PG7 added to it. Look at me looking all or sounding all smart with these fancy pigment names and numbers. Not even close. Let's go ahead and mix this up really good. Still leaving a little bit of that turquoise hanging around there. The one I did over the weekend was also more blue leaning, but let's give, look at that. Oh my Lord. Oh, this is more of the ochre leaning, and it is so rich. Wow. Okay, I'm so glad I did this blend. Isn't this stunning? Look at that. This is why I love to swish and sway my brush around into the paper, just so I can see, you know, what I can get with my movements. It does make a difference on your artwork. You bring all those beautiful movements, you know, fluid movements, I guess, right, to your artwork, and when you're all done, you can see, you'll be able to see it in your art. Look at that. Adding that drop of water there right in the middle. letting that paper kind of just show through. Stunning. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, I'm absolutely loving this. It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. All right. This is definitely a huge difference. Oh my gosh. All right, so let's go ahead and continue. We're going to begin working with the same colors, but now we're going to be using the Gamboge. The Gamboge hue from Winsor & Newton, which is another friendly, beginner-friendly watercolor. Okay. Look at that. Isn't that just stunning? I'm going to also share with you different, different temperatures of the color. Does that make any sense? Yeah, I think I am. Even though that made no sense. And you know what? Yeah, I'll start here. See, this is the reason why I don't like this paper pad. It just oozes out. All right, so let's go ahead and come down here. Fantastic. Look at that. Okay, I did not get this color at all over the weekend. I dipped into more of the blue because I am such a fan of blue. That is my favorite color. But oh my goodness. Now look at this. This is more yellow leaning. This reminds me of a beautiful green gold color. Wow, that is just absolutely stunning. And we still have a good amount of look at that. I'm going to go ahead and share with you guys. I know it touched into the other color and I don't want to do that. I'm going to actually scooch up just a bit more. Okay. Now we should have some beautiful, look at that. These are just delicious greens. Isn't that something? Unbelievable. I mean, that's all I can say. Gorgeous crisp green. They're both just oozing with the Gamboge gold. Oh, I wish there was a color like that. That would be absolutely amazing too. Isn't that beautiful? Wow. Okay, super happy with how this is turning out. I'm going to go ahead and press pause really quickly because my water looks like Smurf water. And while I'm still getting some gorgeous, clean, bright blends here, I want to, well, I'll be right back. Okay, so I am back. I got a nice clean brush and fresh clean water. Let's go ahead and continue our swatching adventures here. All right, so 2 gorgeous shades of green. All right, let's go ahead and dip into the Cobalt. And we're going to pick up a good amount of that. And let's begin to, let's just do an even swirly mixture here. Yep. I'm going to just little dabble do ya. There we go. I gotcha. I see it. Yes, 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 yes. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Hopefully if the video doesn't run too long, I can maybe even do some demonstrations using these gorgeous colors with some leaves or painting some leaves. This color is just absolutely stunning. Wow. I'm a huge fan of cobalt blue, and it granulates. It's just beautiful. Look at that. Que bello. So beautiful. All right. I'm going to be honest, I'm not too sure how I feel about that now that I'm looking at it. But that's okay. All right, so let's go ahead and that was Cobalt, right? Yep. We know what's coming. Let's see. Two powerhouses here because this Gamboge is just really beautiful, very bright, very vivid too. I'm going to bring the mix down here a bit and tilt my blending dish here to the side because I'm not too sure how I want this to look. Let's start off with this right here. Ooh, so sorry, right here. I'm in control. Look at that. Oh, precioso. Bello. I normally don't paint with these types of colors either. But this is what these videos are, you know, these, I don't know, blending sessions are for, to find out what you can do. And I obviously need to do this more often because it really gives you an indication of how, you know, what you can work with. This is a really bright spring green. This color reminds me of the May green from White Nights. It's just a really like sour apple green. Bright, vivid green. Dropping in some water right there to let that all kind of mix around. Holy moly. I'm going to go ahead and mix in a bit more. And drop it here on the side. You can definitely see the difference. It's absolutely gorgeous. All right, so let's go ahead and yeah, that's just a really, it's too bright for me, I think. Too bright. So I'm just going to do another quick swatch here just to show. It is very pretty, but it's just oof, a little too bright for me. Just grabbing the color straight from the blending. By far my favorite. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Still quite a bit of blue left over, and that's okay. That is okay. I don't feel bad having these colors left over. I do like what I'm seeing here though, huh? It's really pretty separation. I mean, it's to be expected. These colors are very, I don't know, you know, they're vibrant, very tropical-ish, if you will. I don't know too many people that use phthalo colors on their own because they're just so powerful. Look at that. That's something. What would you call green like this? Lord have mercy. Look at that. Let's come over here and whoo. Hallelujah. Wow. You can see that beautiful gamboge though coming out. Beautiful. Look at that. Very similar, you know, very similar colors right here. And that's again because of that PB 15.4. The only difference between, I think I mentioned it right, it's the PG7 that's added to the turquoise that the phthalo doesn't have. Well, at least you guys know if you have these exact same colors or colors like this, at least you can see what the possibilities are. All right, let's go ahead and do some quick leaves here. We're still, oh, we're not even on the 25-minute mark. Wonderful. Okay, so I'm going to grab just a quick piece of scrap paper that's 100% cotton. Just have some watercolor artwork from the opposite side that didn't go as planned. And we're just going to make some beautiful leaves here. And I'm going to go back to the Ultramarine mixture. Okay, giving that a chance because I really like the toned down look of it. Everything's getting mixed in here. Don't know what it is, but I really, really like this muted color palette. Tipping my brush into water, and we're going to be twisting and turning. These leaves don't need to be realistic. Isn't that beautiful? And can drop in some water here to loosen things up a bit. This is Beohong paper, but I'm using the back side of it. It's still just as wonderful and just as lovely to work with. Little curly tail there for our leaf. Just a simple curvaceous little leaf there. I'm going to come in with a bit more of the gamboge, and I'm going to just add that to whatever is already there. These are colors that I used already before, you know, the swatches. brush inside the water. You can see I have a thing for this shape here, this twisting and turning shape. It's very evident in my work. But this is a great example, I think. You know, shows you how you can fit these colors into your botanical work, into your, you know, your florals. Really nice. You know, maybe there's a darker set. Let's go ahead and bring in a much bigger one here, just twisting and turning. Shapely leaves are beautiful leaves. They don't need to exist in real life in order for you to enjoy painting them. Now I'm using a combination of both the Ultramarine and Gamboge mix with the Cobalt blue and Gamboge mix. And you can see I like to reshape my leaves as I do them. And we'll come down right here. Yep. This is what happens when you just let go. This is all just whatever is on my brush with the water that I'm picking up from the jar. Now I'm going on to the blending dish. I wanted to concentrate on these colors because the other colors just, they took over so quickly. It didn't really give these two colors a chance to shine on their own. And I went in a bit more heavy-handed with the Ultramarine, you know? Drop in some color right there. Just go on the side of your leaves, wherever you want to see something a bit darker. You just add it. I am doing things a bit rushed here, so please excuse that I'm not walking you guys through every single thing, but I'm hoping you'll be able to see what I'm doing, you know, with my hands here. Let my brush strokes do the talking. Just dropping in some color. Flipping your work upside down too, I think, is a great way to see a different perspective on your blends, on your color, and whatever it is that you're working on. You can smooth out the edges. Soften up those corners. Okay, and going in wet onto wet always gives you a little bit more time to just tidy things up. As you can see, I'm really enjoying adding the Ultramarine. I'm going to pull some of that up, just like that. Okay, and if you're wondering, let's see, I just want to go back and see which color is which. So right here, this color, I think it was this one right here. Yep, I want to go ahead and use that one. Okay, this was the Cobalt hue mixture with the Gamboge. And okay, so I'm being very, very loose about this. And let's see. Super soft, very wispy movements. Take turns holding your brush differently, leaving some white space in between. It's always fun to see. I obviously need to branch out more with my designs because I keep on going back to the same thing, but that's all right. Just wanted to show you guys a quick example. See that beautiful color separation happening right there. Yeah, we're definitely past the half-hour mark here. I'm going to dip my brush into the water, bring it back, swirly twirly. Look at that. Side belly of the brush twisting and turning as I go up. Three of a kind. Okay, coming in with some water, just dropping it in. Yeah, this is definitely, I can see the separation on the actual blending dish. This is definitely by far my favorite blend with the Gamboge hue. And because Cobalt blue is a granulating watercolor, I'm going to see some beautiful color separation. Let's go ahead and pump that up a bit, and we'll end it at 35 minutes. I think that's a pretty good time. Look at that beautiful Cobalt just down here. Well, there you guys have it. That's beautiful neutral green inspired color. As usual, going right back to the same same design. Yeah, I need to branch out. You can see the Gamboge wanting to pop out here on the side, and the beautiful Cobalt coming down here. So I'm pretty excited, you guys. Art Wheel reached out to me and asked if I'd like to collaborate because I recently purchased their watercolors, and I've been tagging them honestly with the hopes of collaborating and just sharing. And I can't wait because I'm going to be making some videos, specifically these types of videos for you guys to see, for me to have fun with, and you know, just to see what happens with those watercolors. I'm a big fan, and those are I mentioned that because these are the types of videos I'm going to be, you know, showcasing with those watercolors, because they're also budget-friendly watercolors. All right, you guys, I'll go ahead and leave you guys here. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching the swatching. watching the swatching and a little bit of the, demonstration here, and just how far you can go with these beautiful colors. All right, look at that. Gorgeous, gorgeous. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching if you did, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.